Astrology is a science based on the karmic effects. Many people say that astrology is not a science, but I differ with that. Astrology is given to the mankind by the rishis. The rishis were no more than the scientists, and it is these rishis who were called super scientists. We call them as the scientists of the yore. It is because many of the rishis have contributed too much to the society, not only in the way of philosophy, spiritualism, but also in many scientific matters. In fact, this is a subject of Vedas, and astrology is called a Vedanga. If it is a Vedanga, naturally the word itself says that it is a component of Veda, and in my opinion, it should have been as old as Vedas itself. Being a component of Veda, and Veda is an oriental subject in our country, astrology is also oriental. If you are timing astrology, then you have to time it accordingly with the Vedas. Then Vedas and astrology have been rather come to the earth at the time of the Vedas having tread its foot on earth. Therefore, astrology and Vedas have the common time. Then what is the timing of Vedas? This is a very important point. Many Westerners say that Vedas were rather given to this earth in 5000 BC by some sages, Griffiths and even Max Muller and other people who have gone in depth in the study of Vedas, or of the view that Vedas have tread its foot on earth in 5000 BC. But I feel that this is not correct. In fact, in our Vedic culture and the Vedic knowledge, we say that Vedas are anadi, which means that it has neither been rather found or written or told by any person in this world. And there is no beginning. Anadi means there is no beginning. Then the dilemma comes when it rather stepped into this earth. The answer for this, I feel, is that Vedas have been rather given to the mankind by the rishis, and they had acquired this knowledge from the Paramatman. And the Paramatman is called the Veda Purusha. If the Paramatman is called the Veda Purusha, naturally the Vedas have come from him, and this subject of astrology being a wing of Vedas also has rather come from the mouth of the Paramatman. So, it is as old as asking a question when the God existed. It is very difficult to answer this question. Therefore, if it is Vedanga, it is as oriental as our oriental God. And hence, if Veda is Anadi, its Anga is also Anadi, Jyotisha is also Anadi, And therefore this has got a splendid history, unlike the people who have mentioned, like Griffiths, Max Muller, etc. So being a wing of Vedas, the quality of Vedas are also embedded into this. What is the quality of Vedas? What are the qualities? Today we find that scientific inventions, or rather changing decades after decades or generations after generations, the views given by the scientists, the modern scientists, are getting changed after 50 years, 100 years. But look at this. Any component of Vedas doesn't look to be changed. Whatever the swaras, whatever the mantras that were rather given to the mankind through Vedas have not been rather disturbed, and there is no change in it at all so far till now. What was there thousands of years back is same today without any change. So it means that the contents of Vedas and the components of Vedas are so very much strong that it has never been touched, altered, changed to suit any of the conditions of life years and years or generations after. Then what does it mean? It means that this Veda does not have any type of flaw in it, needing any type of corrections. We call in Sanskrit as nirdosha. Nirdosha is the first quality of Veda. Another quality is that whatever has been told in Vedas are true. It was true from generations or yugas back, and it is true today, and it will be true forever. That is the meaning of Satya. And Nitya is another quality. Nitya means everlasting. So, the meanings of Vedas are always everlasting. On the top of this, as I have already told you that it is not authored by anybody, either by script or by any means except by Shruti. Because there are no authors for this. And as I already mentioned that, being a wing of the Vedas and God being called or named as Veda Purusha, this Veda is totally a subject of the Paramatman, emanating directly from the Paramatman. To substantiate this, we can say that Madhvacharya in his Dvadasha Stotra has told, Vipramukhyai sada vedavadunmukhai. For God, he has told this in his Dvadasha Stotra in the first stanza, Vipramukhyai sada vedavadunmukhai supratapai kshiti sheshwarai sharchitai. O my Lord, you are worshipped by all the kings of this world, and you who have been extolled by the Brahmins through Vedas, that means through recitation of Vedas. So here we have to understand and codify this statement as Vedas are nothing but the personification of God, and God is nothing but personification of Vedas. And therefore, Veda is God, God is Veda, and a component of that, that is astrology, is also as divine as Vedas. Therefore, astrology is called a divine science. Many of us know the 6 wings of Vedas: the Shiksha, Vyakarana, Jyotisha, Chandas and Nirukta. All the wings represent different organs of the Paramatman, and Jyotisha is the eye. So, the prime position for Jyotisha has been given as eye of Vedas. So we have to understand this, that Jyotisha enjoys the bright position, and this is a divine science. And as Oriental as Vedas, which is Anadi. Anadi means there is no beginning. It is like asking the question, when was God born? God was not born in a particular timing. There is no timing, rather, in this world to say about when God was born. So as is astrology. Having understood this orientality of astrology, and also having understood that it is the wing of Vedas, now we will try to understand the depth of this subject very clearly. We have to see that this subject is as old as the creation itself, which consists of 4 yugas, that is Krita, Dwapara, Treta and Kali Yuga. At the moment, we are running the 28th Kali Yuga. What does it mean? It means that the 4 Chatur Yugas of Krita, Treta, Dwapara, Kali, this cycle of 4 Chatur Yugas of 27 is over, and we are running the 28th cycle of the Chatur Yuga. And the last part of the 28th cycle of the Chatur Yuga, the Kali Yuga, Prathama Pada, the first quarter of it. Now let us understand what is the meaning of Yuga. This concept is not there anywhere in the world except in India, except in Bharat. In fact, astrology is in practice from Yuga Yugantaras. We know when Rama was born in Navami, in Punarvasu star, when Krishna was born in Rohini star. So it means that this subject was in vogue since the period of Puranas. And also we can say that this subject is Puranic also, followed by the Puranas. And many Puranas mentioned about this subject. There are 18 Puranas, and in each of the Puranas, in some of the other corners, astrological dictums are being mentioned. Agni Purana, Bhavishya Purana, Skanda Purana, Vishnu Purana, and so many Puranas are there. So everywhere in some portion of this Purana, there is a definite mention of the astrological entities. Therefore, we find this subject in practice since ages, unlike the present statements given by our Western philosophers, 5000 BCs, etc., etc. It's not a correct timing to be rather accepted. Therefore, we must know that the sanctity of astrology is not of today that we are claiming and some of us are denying, but it does have, and it was in vogue since Yuga Yugantaras by the kings of the year, followed by the sages. The subject was not given by one or two. Today we are thinking of the world in a scientific manner, as if that there was no scientific entity in the past. To clear this particular point of view, astrology was rather brought to this earth by the glorious sages of the year, and they were 18 in numbers. Surya, Pitamaha, Vyasa, Vasishtha, Atri, Parashara, Kashyapa, Narada, Gargya, Marichi, Manu, Angirasa, Ulasha, Lomasha, Shyavana, Yavana and Phrugu, or the 18 sages who brought this into this world. We have to understand that this subject is the Rushivak. In Tamil we say Rushivak Tiruvak. So whatever the words uttered by the Rishis are nothing but the absolute words of God. Next, we are going to understand about the beauty of astrology and its horizon.